Hey guys, Jeff Johnson here. Today I want to give you the latest update on how things are going with the Fitness Inc. Body Challenge and how things are going with my personal health as well. Ended up having another visit with the doctor the other day, and she sort of went over how things are going with me with my weight loss in the long term. Because basically what we don't want to see happen with this weight loss is me going up, then down, then up, then down, then up, then down. The goal here is for me to just have like a gradual slide down to the bottom. That's the main aspect of what we're trying to encapsulate here. I'm using a lot of big words right now. But basically, what we're trying to do is make sure that this is a weight loss that is sustainable, not like a sudden plunge over a 2-3 week period, but a weight loss that's going to go for about 4, 5, 6, 7 months and continue on past there. So I get to myself having a better weight overall and a better just overall health image as we go ahead. And I'm excited about that possibility. I really am, especially after going to the gym last night and having my first personal training session with my trainer, Jessica. Holy God. What do I have to say about this? First off, her training methods I find are very comparable to the workouts that I'm used to over the years. So that really sort of works out there. Like, I like using a lot of free weights when I exercise, and I like using a lot of sort of body weight exercises. And that's basically what she's doing as well. So having that sort of setup with how we're going to be doing things really sort of jives well together. So we start the workout off by doing some cardio, which I like to get in about a 5-minute time with the rowing machine before I get going. So that's comparable. We were about 15 minutes on the elliptical or whatever you want to call it. Basically the thing where you're running in one spot like a hamster wheel. And then after that, we went over and worked on some of the free weights. And the good thing about that was the workouts she was getting me to do were exercises that I had already been doing over the week leading up to this. So yay, I'm glad to see that those workouts are working effectively and I have the right form. What I didn't realize I was doing was that I wasn't using heavy enough weights. You see, I'm used to the fact when I start out working that I'm going to use 20-pound weights, and those will be sort of my guide on how I'm doing. And because those are sort of my fallback weights anytime I'm getting back to the gym, 20-pounder in one hand and a 20-pounder in the other hand. Well, what she was saying was I'm too used to those weights. So from there, it goes to being a 22.5-pounder on some of them, a 25-pounder on some of them. In the case of doing my lawnmower pull style exercise, you know, that one where you have one knee on the bench, one hand on the bench, and then you're pulling the weight up, just like pulling a lawnmower. Instead of using 20-pounders there, she said, get up to the 30s, because we got ourselves up there and there was nothing that was stopping me with that. The other thing about it, I got taught a couple of other extra workouts, which really sort of worked out well there. Like, there's this one that you can use, like the chin-up machine. I'm definitely not using the proper term there, but you can use your legs on the chin-up machine and treat it as a leg press, which I found that really cool, and I'm looking forward to doing more of that. And then from there, it was full body weight exercises. So basically doing lunges while having one foot on top of a elevated position on your tippy toes. And holy cow, that one was insane. I don't know what to say about that. The other one was this exercise where I'm on this, you know, those sort of yoga balls. And so I'm leaning on it and doing the crunches at the same time. Yeah, no, that one wasn't fun. I will say that much. You're going to have a bit of a tough time if you're trying to do that. Maybe I'll take the camera in at some point and show you some of these exercises and how bad I'm doing with them. The last thing that we went through with our personal training session was the deadly planking, because I've talked about this enough times, how much I'm not doing planking and I'm not enjoying planking because I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing wrong? Well, I'm doing it right. That's the good thing about it. I'm actually doing the planking right, and I was actually doing more than I should have. I figured when she told me do a 15-second plank a day, that she meant like doing it as sort of sets, like do it as part of your exercise. So like, you know, doing the weights, then do a plank, then do the weights, then do planks. So like do 3 planks a day, but she meant to do only 1 plank a day. So I've been doing 3 times what I'm supposed to be doing. So aside from that, we ended up going over my numbers, so like measurements, weight, that sort of thing. All those are down. You'll see those on the blog. I'm happy with those numbers, and I'm happy to see that I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep pushing and seeing what other numbers I can do and see how well I can do it, because this is a big battle, and I'm looking forward to keeping going with this. So that's the latest healthcare update. Thanks for tuning in. I'll keep you posted as we go through this. I'm Jeff Johnson.